Oh, hi all, Richard Morrison here from Vancouver. It's a nice and sunny Thursday this afternoon, and I finally got around to being able to respond to some of the blog comments and the emails that you guys sent last week with regards to our market analytics. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for participating. And I just wanted to let you know also that this communication is not intended to cause or induce breach of an existing agency agreement. Our team has been selling real estate in Vancouver for the past 10 years. We are top 10% of all realtors in Vancouver. We have a team of 5 realtors, and we specialize in the greater Vancouver area. The market analytics that we're going to be doing today, we're not trying to scare you. We're just trying to present you with the facts. They are what they are. We're not going to be bending them. I'm going to be doing everything live right in front of your eyes. If you do require any further help, you can always call me. My number is listed right there. Just one quick thing, don't despair if you're a seller. I'm a firm believer that there's a remedy to everything, and we can always find a solution for you. That being said, in a market like this, you do need very good marketing, and below I've pasted a video that shows just how the internet is helping some of our own clients to sell their homes despite this downturn. In fact, in a market like this, you need excellent marketing, and we are able to do that through the use of internet marketing. And I'm not sure if many of you know, but 90% of buyers are online. It is really all online based, and you need to be aware of that. And if you are listing your home, you need to ensure that one of the questions that you ask your potential realtor is, does my home show up on Google? Does my neighborhood show up on Google when I do a search for your website? Or rather, when I do a search for that area, does your site show up? So you need to be aware of that and going forward. So in a market like this, you need excellent marketing. Check out the video below. That's enough. Let's move on to stats now. June 2012 compared to last year in 2011, it's been down. It's down for about 12%. So year over year, 12% in general, and it's down actually 20% from May 2012. So that's a huge drop. Quite a different market. I'm going to touch briefly on the Fraser Valley market. Prices in the Fraser Valley have only fallen by 7%. Vadi asks, what's happening in the South Burnaby, Central Park, Metrotown areas? So okay, we have Burnaby South showing here. And as you can see, the medium sales price compared to July 2011 has fallen by 10% this last July. And inventory in the Burnaby South area seems to be very high. So if we're going to a sub area such as Burnaby South, the Metrotown, we're actually up 15%. And the reason for this anomaly is because people are still moving into lower priced areas. So this is one of the anomalies I was mentioning, and it is happening in the Burnaby South area and in the lower price ranges. Okay, total inventory is still rising quite rapidly, even in the Metrotown area, as you can see. So the next area requested was Central Park. So we have Central Park sitting at 84, so there's an increase of 64% of inventory and a drop in price of 1.2% as compared to July 2011. So the next requested area that we have is from Natalie. So let's look at North Vancouver next then. So we go into the North Vancouver area. Here we go. We have median prices at 620. And again, just like Greater Vancouver area prices since April, May, I mean, we had a high of 805,000, dropping all the way down to 620,000. However, if you compare it to July 2011, it is a drop of 10%. Very different areas, very different outlooks. Now let's see what the total inventory is for North Vancouver. So we have a rise of about 7.8% when compared to 2011. So not a lot of inventory, but a big drop in price. Okay, we have a request for New Westminster condos. Okay, here is New Westminster in the apartment area. So the inventory has increased by 10% since July 2011. And let's take a quick look here at median prices for apartments. So apartments have actually lost about 4.7% of their value when compared to July 2011. In the apartment sector, you can see that little dip right there. So they have felt an impact in it, and it has impact. Again, not a lot of volatility in that area, and that's simply because, you know, It's not susceptible to foreign buyers and speculation as much as Vancouver is. So here's someone that's in the Pitt Meadows area, looking for some market analytics. Okay, so here's Pitt Meadows. We have a drop of about 36%. Actually, that's a really huge drop from last year. If you can take a quick look here, here's July 2011. They were peaking at 490,000, and now they're at 310. Again, I want you guys to keep in mind as we move along here, this is not to scare you. This is just information. As you can see throughout the years, data has gone up and down. Market cycles are a fact of life, and just like any company that is strong can survive cycles of the market, and they'll do extremely well. So again, in a market like this, don't despair. There is hope. Make sure you get a good realtor that is internet savvy, that knows what they're doing, and they know how to promote your property in the right medium. Okay, so here's inventory in the Pitt Meadows area, and as you can see, they have an increase of about 3.8% when compared to 2011, but you can see it's on this way up. So it is rising. In December 2011, there were 130 homes overall in that market, and now we're looking at 193. So there's certainly an increase there. So the next question here is they want to know about North Vancouver analysis for detached. So that translates into homes. So let's take a quick look here in the North Van area for detached properties. North Vancouver detached prices, so single family homes, actually seem to be doing quite well. They're actually 12% increase year over year compared to July 2011. And since April 2012, it's lost roughly about 60,000 or so. As you can see there, the peak is at 1,078,000, and now we're standing at 1,017,000. So that's 60,000 on 1 million. Very little bit. It's a very small percentage compared to what we're seeing out there. Now let's take a look at inventory. So inventory has increased quite significantly in the detached sector from December 2011. Now it seems to have hit 454, and that has fallen a little bit in July. Perhaps that's a few homes that have come off the market, so on and so forth. Let's see the number of sales in North Van for detached, because as you can see, the number of sales has declined, and so traditionally speaking, when that happens, those homes that you see in the inventory going down is because homes have been taken off the market. Next we have Miriam, and thank you, Miriam, for wishing me a happy birthday. And we're looking at Burnaby attached for Miriam, so townhomes and so on and so forth. And she is trying to sell her current townhome right now and wondering if she should drop the price in that area. So we have Burnaby attached. Let's take a look at Burnaby in general, and we have the attached market. So we do have an increase in inventory by 20%. So there's quite a bit more inventory. You can see it building right there. Again, July has dipped a little bit, and that's because people have taken their homes off the market. And the median sale price for the attached market in Burnaby is gone down by about 15%. And so that would indicate that you do have to take that into account, Miriam. Let's see the number of sales in the area as well. So there's a decline in sales compared to last year of 2.28%. As you can see here from the peak as well, there was 101 sales in May 2012, and now there in July 2012 there was only 58 sales in all of Burnaby for attached properties. Okay, next we have James, and James wants to know areas such as Maine and Mount Pleasant, so around the Olympic Village, around Mount Pleasant, and he wants to know what's the story there with condos. And James also wants to know North Vancouver in the eastern part. Now I can't dissect it by eastern, by areas there, but I can certainly do an overall North Van look. And James, if you want to contact me, we can look further into this. Now when we look at the main area of Vancouver East in the condo sector, you can see that prices have actually declined by 15% when compared to July 2011. And you can see the chart right there. You can see it following through, and there's a big peak in December 2011, and we've fallen flat since. The amount of inventory in that area for condos seems to be rising, and it stabled off as of July and June. So you know, there's oh sorry, this is the line right here. So it's about 12 to 13. So you know, there seems to be not a lot in that Vancouver East main area, not a lot of condos. So let's move forward to Mount Pleasant, where there is a lot more condos. That's where the Olympic Village is located. So this is total inventory. You can see it peaked in March 2012, and now inventory has fallen down to 149. Let's check out prices here. Pricing. So let's take a quick look here at average price per square foot, because that would be an interesting analysis to look at. So apartment, so they have actually fallen from a 561 peak in March 2012 to 509. So that's a pretty significant change. That's a 10% drop since the peak there. So which was on March 2011. So definitely something to look into. And that area, you know, there's a lot of new condo builds. There's actually 8,000 new condos coming in the market. Just to give an idea, last year there was about 4,000 or so condos sold. So there's going to be a lot of inventory coming around, and particularly in that area. So just something to keep in mind, okay? So next, let's take a look at North Vancouver in general for the condo market. So here we have North Van right there. So we have in the apartments area, condo area, we have a decline of about 8% when compared to 2011. Or sorry, that's the attached market. So we're actually down about 2% since 2011. And as you can see here, the average price per square foot was $475, and now that has fallen to $448. When we look at total inventory, that has peaked at in May at $528, and again that's dropped to $467. A few people have taken their homes off the market. And let's take a quick look at sales just to verify that. And yes, so sales have declined since May 2012, and sales have declined by 27% since July 2011. And last but not least, we have Abbas, and Abbas is looking for statistics in the Cole Harbour condo area. So let's go ahead and punch in here, Cole Harbour. So we're going to be looking at condos. Let's look at sales. The number of sales there has definitely declined. So we have a 48% decline in number of sales when compared to 2011. Let's take a quick look at average price per square foot in Cole Harbour. So we have a 9.2% decline in price per square foot in the area. And the median price there, let's take a quick look here, that has also declined by 11% year over year. Now, something interesting to note, you can see here that the peak of the market, which was in September 2011 for Cole Harbour, was at 1.169 million, and that has gone significantly down to 760,000. Let's see it, that total inventory in the Cole Harbour area, and that's just populating right now. So that it seems to be declining once again, and that is because a few people have taken their homes off the market. But that being said, the inventory compared to last year, 2011, has actually decreased by 3.1%. But again, take a quick look at the average price per square foot, and you do see a decline of 9%. So great, I'm glad that you could all join me today for these statistics. If you have any other questions, just let me know. You can always email me at rjunior@telus.net or call me at 604-767-3703. I'll be more than glad to help you out and look at your specific criteria and your specific areas. And again, remember that if you are trying to sell in a market like this, you do need good marketing. In fact, you need excellent marketing. And below is just a video to show you how the internet is actually helping a lot of our clients to sell their homes despite this downturn. Anyways, this is Richard Morrison signing out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful long weekend. Take care.